Can you tell me the difference between saying aka versus akai? What about motemasu versus motemasen? Welcome to the tips and review video of Rosetta Stone Unit 1, Lesson 3, Colors and Sizes. Aside from learning how to state many colors, what is small and what is large, we also learn how to ask questions, make negative statements, and a bunch more essential vocabulary and phrases, such as Jitensha wa aoi desu. In this video, I'm going to walk you through some of the most challenging vocabulary and grammar from this section, in hopes that you too can complete this section yourself, with a more clear understanding of everything covered. And with that said, it's time for you to hit that subscribe button, grab your notebook, as we are about to jump right on in to Rosetta Stone. Activate Rosetta Stone, please. Before we get too far here, I just want to state that you may be confused just like myself, that when you see colors just by themselves, like in these examples here, shiro would be white, and then red is aka, and then in this case, midori is green. Now here's the thing. A color by itself is a little bit different than a color as an adjective explaining an object. That was one of my biggest confusions in this section. Midori, green. So here you'll see the changes now. So sore wa aoi desu, not ao as in just blue itself. It's hard to say ao, but aoi desu when it's an adjective. So that's why it's changing. So that is blue. Sore wa, sore is that, marked with the wa particle, making that the subject of the sentence, that, and then the color, which is the adjective in this case, and then des, our des sentence ender, which is always used to end a statement in Japanese in a polite way or just in like a complete grammatical sentence. You'll see more of that variations in this section. And getting to the size of things now, we have chisai, which is small, and then we have oki, which is big. So this is pretty straightforward here. So here we have inu wa, which inu is dog. Wa particle marks dog as the subject, so the dog. And then we have the size, and in this case it says chisai desu. So you can see this first image, that dog ain't small. Or those children are just incredibly small. But to me, it looks like the dog's pretty big. So let's move to the next image. And we have this girl holding a chisai inu. So inu wa chisai desu, a small dog. So here we have occupations. So we have kare wa isha desu. Kare, our subject, he, marked with the wa particle, and then isha, meaning doctor, des sentence ender to make it a statement. He is a doctor. Here we have karera, remember, that means they, and then shogakusei desu. Now shogakusei, you know, when I was playing this, I thought it just meant general student, but actually it means shogakusei is like elementary school students. So it's a different words for junior high, high school, and college students. But when you're saying elementary school students, shogakusei. So here we go, boku versus watashi. Now, as you may remember, watashi means I, the subject, and I almost dropped my phone there. Boku is the same as watashi, but just used for males only. And then watashi can be used for girls or males. So boku wa otoko noko desu. I am a boy. So here we have the boy, close-up image. You can't really tell what he's doing. So let's ask, what is the boy doing? So we have otoko noko wa particle marking otoko noko, the boy, as the subject. Nani, meaning what. Wo particle marking what with shite imasu ka, the verb in question, doing. So what is the boy doing? Now we need to say the boy is running. So let's look for otoko noko wa hashite imasu. So we're having no ka at the end here because it's not a question anymore, it's a statement. So mas. And then the must sentence ender here, not des in this case because we are making a statement here, but we're saying a verb. So when we're stating an action, it's the must sentence ender. So in this case, the boy is running. Otoko noko wa hashite imasu. Okay, so must sentence ender. All right, so when it comes to grammar in this section, we have sore versus sorera. Now, sore just means that, and sorera means those. So it's kind of like that, but in the plural version. Sore is singular, just like one item, and then sorera is plural, which has multiple. So in this case here, we have our first image, which is a white cake. So それは白いです. As you can see, the blue それ, just meaning one, and then 白いです is white. So here we go. それは白いです. Oops. Now the perfect follow-up here, we have also white objects, but again, objects, so it's not singular anymore. So in this case, we need to have それら, this red one here, それらは白いです. Those are white. So here we go, we have two colors, our first multicolored item, a soccer ball, black and white. So we have blank, which is それ for that. But then let's take a look at this phrase a little bit more here. Remember the to particle. To particle means and. So in this case, it's それは黒 for black, to means and then 白いです. Okay, so it's black to white. 黒と白いです. That is black and white. Getting into des a little bit more here, we have the blanks to fill in the positive or negative version. This is quite perfect. So, 私は医者です, because he is a doctor. Positive, I am a doctor. In this example here, this man is clearly not a shogakusei, which is an elementary school student. So we have 私は I, 小学生, and we need the negative statement. So that would be ではありません. Quite a bit longer than des. And in this example, 車は白いです. Now, 白 is white, but 白いです is the adjective version when you're saying something is white. So keep that in mind. Not all colors do this, but it's pretty easy to pick up the variations once you know what's actually happening here. So let's fill in some particles. So here we go. Nani blank shite imasu. So as I mentioned earlier, wo is the particle that marks an object or whatever word it's following to the verb, and in this case, shite imasu, doing. So, nani wo we need to put after what? And as I mentioned earlier, ka ends a sentence in a question. So this boy is asking this lady, what are you doing? So we need ka at the end to make this statement a question. In this one here, we have the subject stated, onna no ko wa, the girl, nani wo, right? Nani wo shimasu ka, because it's a question. So let's put in that ka there, and then we have the sentence, the girl marked with the wa particle is the subject, nani wo, the wo particle marking what, to be linked to shite imasu ka, the question, what are you doing? So what is the girl doing? Ka. And there you have it. All of the most complicated and important content taught within this section of Rosetta Stone Japanese, in my opinion at least. I hope these tips and insights helped clear up a few things for you. Now if you're still stuck, feel free to leave a comment below and I'd love to help you out even further, or just hear from you. Also, if you'd be so kind to like this video, share this series, and definitely subscribe to this channel so you won't miss out on any future episodes, I'd greatly appreciate it. Now thank you so much for watching this video, best of luck to you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.